To live is to almost be forgotten. Words written in the scripture. Lights out to the youngin'. Cold to his niggas. Oh, these streets gonna scream, baby. These streets gonna scream. It's life. It's life. Provocateur, Shanika Tour. Shanika Wa, I know a Wallace. But I ain't trying to play the wallet. But it seems like she wanna play the pockets. Double dutching, we ain't double dating. Fig my imagination. I'm like, twins, could it be? Well, or could I see? Well, I only see a figment. It's just more pictures of her image. Where I'm darking nights, swindling up on these whistling while we whistling Dixie. Past that Mason Dixie line, I'm on my Bible-ish. She say that shit ain't Christian-like, but I don't miss the miss. Well, shit, she missed the Mr. Harpo here. Who sent this woman? On my sugar, need no Avery. I want that lemon lime with some tea. Sweet as butter, but that apple pecan. But need an apple bomb. Baby had it going on. It's like nights I used to remember. Hold it since December. You don't know how I feel. Hot as warm during the winter. Hot as warm during the winter. Cinnamon toast that I began to hot as warm during the winter. During the winter. During the winter. During the winter. He exposed what his life could be, but maybes really don't seem exactly what he once dreamed. That's deep. Cause dreams, reality to clarity really ain't really foreseen, but he's seen. Oh, don't fall asleep. Heavy as the acorn that falls from the tree, squirrels just want to get a nut. It's your world. It's your world. So, cause when them streets were screaming in the first, I used to put them gears in first year, hoping I could make the second. Cause he said 40 miles an hour. I don't want the sirens behind me. Blue lights get to swinging. No, my tags expired. I don't know if I can get any higher. Blowing up and piff. Luther Van dross up in my whiff. You know, this house ain't been a home in a long time, though. Smelling of my aroma, but he say the mind control exactly where that venom gold. I want these stories selling gold. Hold on, don't sell your soul. They all want to see your glow until it's time to blow. Hope. For everyone that make it to the show, I thank thee, I please thee. With another lyrical assassin in my state, I say that samurai sword get the swinging third eye, it get the sprinkling eye, spiritual aligned to my eye, my chakras getting eye for eye for eye for eye for eye for eye that I ever seen. Alpha baby be no male and omega psi. I don't know whose side he on, but I got you with more sci-fi than anybody seen in the universe. UFOs do exist. I'm the one to say you in first. You in first. First gear, baby, still working first gear. This shit been since last year. Listen, don't miss last year. Cause last year wasn't even close to being just the best year. But the year before that could have been even better than yes, ma'am. I know that one time that you got spam, but I was in your inbox. Don't even worry about sending back. I's married now. Stepping out the womb. I'm walking down the aisle. Baby rocking Fender Prada red bottoms. You ain't got no soap on. I'm telling upper echelon. Tell y'all gone and tell her daddy about to marry your daughter, yeah? Go ahead and call you pappy. I don't know what just make you happy, but this right here, mouth sound sappy. Moving like the order hits from the trees. See something like that syrup and I eat that chicken. I'ma go on ahead and say cone heads. Black on and black off. Black on like white on. White off. Like white walls on an 84, maybe 85. Let's take it back to 72. I need a Continental Lincoln suicide doors, cause me, I'm feeling fabulous. Welcome to the world of how this happened. That's a habit. Shh. Because in the ways of the walk of the life that he had once spoken, this is when that mind was finally captured. Oh, you thought he was dreaming, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a movie. I hope you're watching. Yeah. Like Christmas lights in summertime, baby, I've been your presence. Excellence without a future. My existence, well, hell, highly exclusive. Legacy in its own, I will not expire. They will remember me for forever. Sahaya. Messiah, not pacifier. Babies might cry, but I still take that rockabye alibi with that diamond in the sky. That's love. That's it. BA the Loop. BA is actually also a nickname without the loop, so it's just BA. BA is actually my government initials, which ironically, before I even found out about it, like my pops is deceased. Been away since like I was probably like one and a half, whatever the case may be. But that was actually his nickname was BA, and it was crazy because like a friend of mine, man, we still close to this day. While we was working together, he started calling me BA because it was a Gary on the belt. So Barry and Gary, you know, you yelling out through all this machinery, we both popping out. You know, what you need, you know, type ordeal. But so he was like, nah, you know what, for now you BA. I was like, all right. And based on my work ethic, you know, a few other names came with the BA, you know what I'm saying? But that was that. That just stuck. At one point in time, it was. I mean, how I grew up, some things that I experienced. Yeah, like, I mean, my pops, I don't even, I mean, I have to do the math another time, but I don't even think my pops made it to 25. And, you know, it was one point in time, you know, it was even close family members, you know. Some jokes had a little seriousness to them. I was like, you ain't gonna make it to 18. And I literally had a near-death experience before my 18th birthday, fresh out of high school. Yeah, so it was living. You know what I mean? For the longest, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I felt like I was dying to live. You know what I mean? Like most people just living to die. It's a major difference when you see things from different perspectives. And up to that point, yeah, it was just let me make it to that age. I mean, you know, we all make mistakes, so I'm like, let me learn from my lessons and keep pushing. So, but I say in the beginning, as far as an artist, it was never pressure. But as being a man or who I feel I should be towards my family, yeah, in the beginning, that was just like childhood. It was a lot of pressure. Most definitely a lot of pressure. Oh, wow. Escape. Poetry was my escape. I probably started writing when I was about 9. Um, and that's when I really got into to characters, personalities, and even when I would read books, instead of hearing it in my own voice or reading it to myself in my own voice, these characters all had their own voices. And my imagination grew. So when the outside world just seemed too loud, it's the perfect place to go. And as far as good, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people say I'm a little too humble, but I say that, I mean, honestly, that's something I work on every day. Every single day. Even within conversations with individuals, I mean, I'm already manifesting, you know what I'm saying, how I can work some lines out, so.
Okay, and I kind of want to go back to the last thing. We all, I mean, I don't know everyone's belief in here, but I understand that words are powerful. So if you can tell us a little bit about the incident that you went through and just where you were at in life at that point. Just tell us about your life growing up and all that.
Okay. Wow. Slight fast rendition, so to speak. I said Pop's deceased. That was early. It's not to say I didn't have father figures or role models around. You know what I mean? I got uncles, I got my grandfather. You know what I mean? Most definitely influences in my life. And also during that period of time, it was a lot of more of questioning. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I've been a curious kid. I'm still a curious adult. Like, I want to know as much information as possible. So that became that was the growth. That's what continued everything. Near-death experiences continuously. It was an ongoing joke in the family. Like a cat, I got 9 lives. Till one day we counted. We was like, wait a minute, you way past 9 now. So, but hey, you learn through that your purpose is a lot bigger than you. You know what I mean? And I've encountered some things within life that I honestly wouldn't wish on nobody. You know what I mean? To even go through, visualize, see, or feel, you know, but at the same time, it made me who I am. And through those experiences, I'm well aware of how life is. You know what I mean? We glorify the living, life itself. And I'll say this, 2015, July 3rd, 3 a.m., 130 miles an hour into a wall. Can't tell you why I decided that time, why I decided that day. But I get the reality of pressure, life being hard, automatically you kind of already in a race just because of where you come from or how you look. You know what I mean? So the way I look at it, I took the easy way. Within purpose, you realize that that's not how I even want to be visualized, is that I gave up. So from that point forward, it was really truly learning about self, my spirituality, understanding who I am, what I'm capable of, and as you said, the power of words. Like, it's crazy what you speak. Not only do you visualize and put within action, man, you gotta be careful. You gotta be real careful. You know, that's why like, I tell a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things you can say in your rhymes, a lot of things you can say in conversation that you don't even pay attention to. And when you manipulate your life to be certain things or certain ways, you know, it can go a lot of different ways for you. But yeah, I just say life has taught me a lot. You know, my purpose is a lot bigger than me. So, you know, that's why I continue to do what I do. I love it. It's a passion. You know what I mean? And it's meant for me to share. So. It's easier said than done. Um, Unfortunately, we all have different routes in different ways. Um, I've actually tried all routes: therapy, faith, family, and one of the biggest things that I learned through it all and really coming to a terms with it, one, the misconception that we all have is that society determines our happiness. I can't define your happiness. Only you can. Only you know what truly makes you happy. What just brings you joy every morning that you get up. Only you know that. I don't. I can't define that for you. But at the same time, you can't look at someone else's life and try to compare it. You know what I mean? Like, you live for you. You know, all I say is have faith within yourself. And the biggest thing that's going to get you, and you don't even recognize it, is forgiving yourself. You got to forgive you. It don't even matter about anybody else. Forgive you, take accountability, responsibility for who you are. And forgive. Life lessons, you know? Oh man, the creating process honestly is a lot easier than people think. At least, or you know what? Let me take that back. I can't say that for everyone. I'll say for me, like I said, I was speaking earlier. It's the process of everything's poetic. You know, I realize that when it comes to the poetry society, spoken word artists, I don't necessarily perform or um, introduce or pronounce myself in the same manner. So you may not count me in on that level. But then with hip hop or rap for even or trap for even, I mean, I know all walks of life, but it's that you use these type of words. You talk like that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get to get put in any category. I sit in the middle of it. But the creating process is the music talks. You just translate the story. Spoken word poetry, you just hear it. Feel the energy of the room. That's why I've made my name in my career out performing alone. I literally just last year just dropped 2 tracks, unfinished business. You know what I mean, for people to hit all platforms and all that. First time I ever done it. But before that, I performed state to state, city to city, like, and it literally came from just feeling, living. It's just pure. Instead of trying to push it or make it hard, it just happens. Let it roll. Too many times people try to think of what I'm gonna say next or what I'm gonna say first. No. It's already there. Just let it go. Let it fly. And it only gets better over time the more you hone it in and you practice it. Everything. I mean, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, forget practice. You know? To be known, I could differ, but you know, hey, word of mouth is something way bigger than pieces of paper. So I'm good with that. I'm just the type, you know, you show up, you'll see. And me and the scene have had a few run-ins together over the past few years, so you know, I know somebody watching. Let's put it that way. So it's most definitely a good feeling to represent the city in such a way, and for me to be able to do it my way. That's the biggest thing for me, is that it's recognized off of me doing it how I want to do it, not somebody else's. So that's a good question. Uh, no, I'm really not just searching for some big record deal. I like the idea of independent. I like having my rights, so to speak. Um, and also, it's just for me, I love it. Like, I genuinely love it. Um, Also, because I love it as much as I do, I would love to be able to live off of it completely. That's really the end goal. I'm not looking to be your billboard, nothing, because at the same time, I know at the end of the day, what I do, I'm connecting with somebody, and that's the biggest thing for me, is to connect. So I just want to continue doing what I love and shit, live from it. Why not? Yes, I'm actually originally born and raised, barreled, crafted, all of the above. Not too many of us left. Mostly east, but I don't live a little bit all over, man. I done moved more times than my age, so all over the city, but mostly east side. You know, Dickinson Road, Douglas East Side, Meridian, Trinity Lane, Highland Heights area around that way. I mean, I'll assume we're talking just period. Um, Langston Hughes, Edgar Allan Poe, Beethoven. I mean, even further back than then, I even like jazz and blues, Muddy Waters, you know, Lil Walter, I mean, it's where I don't know, man. I'm one of those people, I don't have favorites. But everything I've ever experienced has influenced me. And I've experienced all walks of music, man. And I love the art period, so just art within itself. People inspire my craft, inspire my work. I do it every day. No, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Put like this, for 5 years, I was driving for a company, delivering anything that played within my truck at that time was instrumentals. So every day, I worked in a plant for 7 years. Even as a manager, I'm in my desk, my pen may knock against it. I'm coming with something. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to a beat, the beat gonna speak. I'm just gonna tell you what it's saying. Blue, purple, black. Royalty, purple. Blue skies, better days. Black, even in the dark, you still hold the light. Respect it. Respect it. And that's not only by the city itself, but it's those that are within it. Those that are within the art, those that are within the popularity, those that are within the cliques, those that are within the groups, whatever the case may be. Respect it. People gonna like you, people gonna like them, people gonna like them. Everybody's not gonna like you. But see, our biggest issue is we can't respect each other and work with each other, that it won't even matter what I want to see as far as in them looking at us. They see we're unorganized. Highly unorganized. When it's so much that we could all do as a collective, as one. No other city wants to respect artists from here because of that. You know, it's a movie, baby. It's unfinished business. We just getting started.